Here with Washington State women's basketball head coach Kamie Ethridge. Coach, your team returns from the holiday break this weekend as you host a couple of Pac-12 games. It's your Pac-12 home opening weekend. You host number 11 Utah on Friday, Colorado on Sunday, both games at 4. How's the team preparing for the first conference weekend of the season?
Well, happy that we didn't have too many problems getting everybody back, and just been busy at it. And obviously 3 days of preparation for the most part for a great team in Utah. They're so good and so hard to prepare for as you're trying to get yourself back into what you do well too. So a little bit of mix of all that. It's nice not to be in school and just have complete and total attention of our team. And clearly home opener. So we're excited about trying to put on a good performance tomorrow and over the weekend when we host these two teams.
You guys have been able to put together an 8-game winning streak here at home dating back to last season. That's really been key to the non-conference season as you guys went 10-1 in non-conference play with most of those games coming at home. Just how big of a key is that to be successful at home and, not only in non-conference, but conference as well as you're going through the rigors of the Pac-12 schedule? How important is it to hold home court?
Well, I think everybody's trying to have the eyes set for postseason play. Stanford might be looking at, trying to get the highest bid possible. Obviously, Utah's playing at such a high level, and they're not even probably worried about postseason play. They just want a high seed. I think for a lot of the people in the pack, we're trying to, get into the top half of the pack. So that means, you got to go find 9 wins somewhere, win half of them. And so much of that requires that you hold court and you play your best basketball at home. Clearly, we want a home court advantage. We want to get a great crowd. We want to have a great environment. Kind of tough sometimes with weather and the students not being in class right now. So we're asking a lot of the people in Pullman to come out, with it being double headers with the men's game. Hopefully we can draw a lot of the town and the community out for both games. And really we're playing just one of the best teams in the country. So, people need to be excited about women's basketball and come out and see some of the very best being played. So we're excited about creating Beasley to be a bigger and better home court advantage for us. And, it starts this weekend, but we want to build this thing as we go forward and throughout this year and years to come.
And ending the non-conference slate, you ended up winning 3 straight games in a 5-day stretch right before the holiday break came. You're able to defeat Jackson State at home and then go down to Texas and get a couple of road wins against a really good Texas A&M Corpus Christi squad and a very tough Houston squad. How key was it to, after that Washington loss, to bounce back, get those 3 wins to close out non-conference season and kind of end the first half of the season on a good note, hit the holidays, and then come back ready to work?
Yeah, I don't think you ever want losses, but when you do have a loss, just like a lot of the wins too, it stings a lot more in losses, but you want your team to respond the right way. And, we did after losing to Brigham Young, and we certainly did a good job after we lost to UW. So, and we really tested our team. Quality opponents. The one at home just played, really high level basketball against Jackson State, but then asking your team to go on the road, not an easy travel situation, and to play 3 games in 5 days, that was a big ask. And so for us to really go through some adversity, not play perfectly, but handle that really well and play at a high level, that was a great way to end our Christmas vacation and go into Christmas vacation. So all of that is getting us prepared for what we face now. And now we're looking forward to what's to come.
Yeah. And what's to come is another tough Pac-12 slate. You're going to start it this Friday with your first home Pac-12 game against number 11 Utah. How are you preparing for the Utes? What have you seen on them on film? And just what kind of challenge do you expect them to bring to you all on Friday?
Well, thankfully, I have a really good assistant coach. She's a little bit old, but Lori Kane can definitely probably not shoot quite. I don't know. Utah shoots it so good, and actually Lori still shoots it really good. So we have one player who can mimic, what Utah puts on the floor in about 5 different positions. It's really hard to scout Utah. Their system is awesome. not overly complicated, but they just have the weapons surrounding, I think the most efficient and unique post player in the conference in Peely. To add her to the weapons they already have on the court, they have just become so efficient running the ball, transition, spacing the floor, their half court stuff. It's really impressive. They're scoring the ball at about 90 points a game. You got to put some points on the board. So it's a great opportunity for us just to try to go against one of the best teams in the country and see if we can scheme and do some things that can kind of slow them down. And clearly we want to improve ourselves as on the offensive end too, and move the ball well and create some scoring opportunities for ourselves. So can't think of a better situation, just a better opportunity for us just to try to grow as a team and start this conference off and get going in a positive way.
All right, Coach. Well, that's all the time we have for you. We appreciate it. Best of luck this weekend against Utah and Colorado. We'll talk to you after the Utes game on Friday. Until then, go Cougs.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Go Cougs.